welcome to this week's edition of Farming Smarter TV. It's brought to you by Farm.tv, so you can check out our videos there as well. This week I just wanted to mention a great visit to our friends up north in Edmonton for Farm Tech Conference. Now, I have to admit this is just an amazing conference, overwhelming amount of people. This year they cut it off at 1,750 people. Moved over to the Northlands Expo Center, and even with 1,750 people, I could tell you I didn't even feel crowded, but what an awesome opportunity to network with so many people in agriculture. This year it's a great spot to get together for a number of different meetings, and we're obviously great partners with all of our grower group friends, and many of them had their AGM. We were up there on Monday and got to be part of the first inaugural Alberta Wheat Commission annual meeting, and things are going very well with those guys. They're busy trying to hire some staff for the new commission, and recently told us that they'd be getting a new office to be shared with the Alberta Barley Commission in Calgary. So nice that they're sharing some resources there, and that we've got a presence within the crop industry in Calgary as well. We also attended the Alberta Pulse Commission annual meeting, and actually they had some pretty interesting news too. They've completely rebranded their organization, so they've got a new logo, new website, pulse.ab.ca, two sites, one for farmers and one for consumers, and a really beautiful new site there, and a lot of interesting things going on with the Pulse Commission, so check them out. We attended the Alberta Canola Producers Commission meeting, and everything's going well with that group, and certainly canola is in a very strong situation this year, and lots of farmers relying heavily on canola, so lots to be learned, and they're big sponsors of Farming Smarter, and there were a number of good presentations at Farm Tech dealing with some of the issues, some unexpectedly lower yields than people were hoping, so trying to delve into a lot of the issues surrounding that, things like aster yellows and weather-related things, and lots of disease issues. So lots of information for producers were presented there, and the Barley Commission group also had an event, and things are going well, also looking at launching a new website very soon. Some of the main highlights for myself was at the banquet, Dr. Lloyd Dosdale was awarded the Farm Tech Award, and Dr. Dosdale has been a great friend of ours, and we've collaborated in a number of projects, and just a brilliant entomologist, and he's been struggling with cancer of late, but he was there to accept the award in a very touching presentation. That evening we were treated to a keynote speaker of Ron McLean, where he told us a whole bunch of stories that he's experienced in his career, and really got the crowd engaged and laughing, and carried on with a good social networking event. They also had a producer that started on his own farm in Kenya. He had moved from Australia, and basically starting from the ground up, and told us about all the struggles and how he had basically fallen in love with the country, adopted two Kenyan sons, and was quite a touching and inspiring story about how they're taking all they've learned about agriculture and trying to bring it into Kenya. So that was pretty cool. Also really enjoyed a talk from Dr. Brian Rosnell, who's recently, I believe, mostly retired barley breeder from the University of Saskatchewan. And it's nice to hear from these guys that have so much experience over the past 30 years and sort of help guide us as an industry moving forward, and the challenges between public breeding and private investments and such. But great to see Brian there kind of sharing his knowledge, quite frankly and honestly and science-based, and really good messages there. So many presentations there that even with three of us from Farming Smarter, we couldn't attend all of them, but certainly enjoyed the networking opportunity. There were lots of hospitality suites that we partook in, and really building relationships with a lot of producers and a lot of industry people that are passionate about this industry that we love. So I'd just like to mention too that things with Farming Smarter, we just finished our strategic planning with our board this year to make sure that we're on track. We've certainly been experiencing the opportunity to grow. Growing Forward too has researchers, as I mentioned in the last episode, very eagerly putting in proposals, and a lot of them have been asking us to participate in some really cool projects that are national in scope. We're trying to make sure that we've got the capacity to do that work, so we're continually sort of evaluating our business objectives and our goals, and I think that that we're going to continue to position this organization to meet the demands of future research needs, and looking at securing a little bit of more land and some better facilities and better equipment. Coming up soon, February 28th at Ag Expo, I'd like to invite you all to our annual general meeting. That's February 28th at the Grandstand. We're going to have a breakfast meeting from 7:30 to 11:30 in the morning. That's sponsored by the Alberta Canola Producers Commission. And first 50 registrants will get a free pass to Ag Expo, and of course breakfast is sponsored as well. We've got a number of updates from ourselves, Farming Smarter, some of the projects that we've been working on, things like the night spraying project and our electroconnectivity soil sensor variable rate project, and brief update on what's coming up for next year as far as extension events and our bus tour to Montana. We're also going to have a few guest speakers talking about what type of wheat to grow. So right now there's a much smaller price gap in the classes of wheat that we're traditionally accustomed to. So we're going to have Ross McKenzie speak about performances of the different types of wheat, whether it be hard red spring, CPS, Durham, his experiences and understanding of how they're going to perform agronomically. Then we've got a marketing specialist that's going to talk about what the prices are and what the expected prices are on that. And then we're going to kind of wrap it up with an economic analysis, so that producers can sort of jump on what opportunities there are with the different wheat classes in southern Alberta for this upcoming year, so that hopefully they'll choose the ones that will be most profitable this year for them. So last minute cropping plans hopefully can be chosen. I know that a lot of canola acres have been booked for quite some time, as guys are booking canola seed already probably 4 months ago. So this is sort of maybe that last opportunity to fine-tune cropping plans and then enjoy the rest of Ag Expo. So with that, hope to see you soon, and take care.